Hey Brandon, I hope you're doing well. I finally am able to sit down and try and record a video for you. So I just kind of wanted to pull up your file and go through things. Again, just to kind of see what you're thinking about it in case I need to try and adjust things before I bring it out to you. So if we're looking at your bathroom currently, obviously this is going to still be a massive shower. None of that's going to be there. And we still pretty much have the same setup, but all along this wall where you have the closets, I would really love to not only utilize that space and make it functional, but also make it really aesthetically pleasing and really use it to our advantage to be like a standout feature. And so that is where that original mood board design kind of came in, where whatever it is we do in the shower and for that closet kind of system over there, how could we coordinate them? And I really love the idea, even of something like this, where we get some open shelving and some doors on there. So you still have the ability to just, throw some things in there that doesn't always have to look pretty. But I do think that you've got so much storage there that open storage will not only make that bathroom feel larger, um, it'll feel nicer, it'll feel more intentional, it'll just kind of elevate it a little more. And plus, it gives us the opportunity to play around with elements. Instead of just a plain wall or a door, we've got doors and we've got, cabinet spaces that could be filled in with a different paint color. We've got wood tones we can bring in with shelving. So I just kind of wanted to throw that idea out there to you to really, like I said, make that closet space stand out and build that out to be something really nice. And what that looks like is probably going to be according to what your shower feels like. Now, I put blue in here just because typically when I'm sending over a mood board, I don't want to put only gray everything because it's a little depressing just to look at. Um, so I wanted to add a little color in here, mostly just for the mood board and mostly just so you could see that um, you can get color in there even with a mostly gray kind of overall tile palette. You can still get some color in there if you needed to, and even if you didn't want it in your tile, you can always end up getting it in rugs and towels and artwork and things like that. So I just wanted you to get an overall idea of things here, um, because like I said, I would love for the shower to have the same elements as the shelving over there, just so we're kind of coordinating those spaces in the shower. The whole bathroom starts to feel really cohesive. I would love the idea I love the idea of mixing metals. That way you can go a little dark where you need to go dark, like in the shower. But you can also bring in some more polished or, a more coppery, bright color if we need to. So, like I said, the main fixtures would probably be black. Um, and then we could pull in some cool mixed metals. But ideally, you'd have very natural elements here. Maybe a pebble, I'm sorry, maybe a pebble and a wood stain somewhere. That doesn't have to be in your tile. Like I said, that can be in the wood shelving here. It can be in your vanity. If we choose to do something like that, it could be around your mirror. Um, I want to overall see how certain components can kind of um, make certain areas look better. So with your shower being so massive, I really like the idea of doing a darker accent wall, more along the lines of deep, because you've got the space, you've got the depth. It's not like it's a really shallow shower and you're gonna, make it feel awkward. You've got the room in there really to go dark. And then I think if we could light up your niches in your shower, that would be amazing. Number one, it's modern, um, and it's younger. Um, it's hip, I guess. It's very cool. It changes the whole atmosphere of a shower. And so I think if you had kind of this dark wall with some lit up things, um, then the rest is basically just gray, and that's fine. And that's kind of what we play around with. But like I said, I wanted to kind of just give you all these elements of an idea of how it would all come together. The most important thing being that we balance out the style of the shower and those closets. Like I said, somehow they just have cohesive features. So then the tile that we found is actually, I'll show you, this is in the showroom, which is industrial lighting, so it's very, very like, wow, that's the tile, that's what it's gonna look like. But it won't be this vibrant, I guess, in your space, especially because you don't have a lot of natural light. Um, but our thoughts were, there's this great whitish gray tile. It looks almost like it's got a wood pattern, or like a, it's very, very cool. Like a slate, but it's very light. So it's a great kind of all over floor color because you're still going to be able to pull in whatever gray tones you want, whatever wood tones you want. You know, I pulled this in here just to kind of give you a medium tone wood to see in comparison. And then I like the idea of pulling in just not so much different in the, you know, tone variations or anything like that. We're just going a little bit heavier on the gray side, so it's a little bit deeper, but the pattern is different. It's more of a movement type pattern where this almost looks like a rock was broken apart. This almost looks like it has flow, you know, movement. So it would give an overall different effect while still feeling very kind of all the same. So I really liked the idea of an all over floor in this, and then maybe your shower walls in this, and then having maybe that one dark shower accent wall in like a brick. This is a very cool brick line because obviously it's going to feel masculine, but you know, darker colors are very, very in right now. And I don't want to say trendy because they're not trendy. They're classic colors. They're just being highlighted and spotlighted a lot right now. So I think that if we could pull in some dark, almost black, like where you can tell it's not black, you know, but something like that, we could then also pull it into the countertops in like a honed black granite, you know, that's not shiny. We could do the back part of the shelves, you know, when we're talking about over here, that could be a deep black to match, you know, that back accent wall that was deep. So again, I just kind of wanted to show you these, pull in the idea. And then something like a pebble on the floor, because it's going to pull in all your grays, it's going to pull in your white, which will be like your trim, and it'll brighten it up a little bit, and then it's going to pull in your deep blacks too. But overall, you can kind of see how everything's very basic colored wise. It's just a very elegant texture wise. It's very natural. And the way, like I said, the way we present it, I think would really elevate it if we make things look cohesive and really intentional. This is a picture of them outside, kind of in an evening light. I didn't want to get too much natural light. I wanted you to see things. And then here is a video of them.
Don't get near there, okay? That's a good picture.
And then the lights and this so if we go back to your room, it would basically be like, this is the medium gray, this is all that lighter whitish gray, this is the medium gray, and this back side over here is medium gray, and then this wall right there and over would be the dark accent wall. So again, just kind of tell me what you're thinking about these, and like I said, how that feels to you. We can pull color in if we need to, but I just wanted to get a good you know, a good foundation. And I feel like this is, like it's elevated, it's rustic a little bit, but it's definitely modern and classic enough to, you know, still be relevant and sellable in 10 years, 100%. So anyways, just let's go from here. Like I said, these are the ones I was going to bring out. So if you want me to add anything to that, I'll bring out some paint colors to kind of pull with it. But let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. Thanks, Brandon.